This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready. Mike, 45. Defense wins championships, baby. 45 to Mike.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready, 280. Hey, 59, ready. Pick it up, G.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. On first down, Freeman. To the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To throw is Ryan. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Undercut. Check. Rock it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. After the run, Newton going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 180?
Check my 45. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Gun, gun. Switch it.
Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
That's it. 180.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Check. Sweat.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Express.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Great.
Here's Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tuesday.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. A gain of 4 on the play.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On first down, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 54. Check tight end. Check tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
11.
They'll run with Smith. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Check.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
45. I know you ain't got it. 48. Check back. Check safety.
From the gun, here's Newton. Complete to right. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
18 Gator. I'm coming for you. Switch. SOS.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Come on. You Hey, 8. Showing up. Slam.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To the air again, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gun. 20.
Newton throwing again. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 20. 36. Watch safety creep.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, usually...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down, Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
20.
Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it's Newton. The quick slant caught. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
45.
Throwing again is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the pass. 20. 45 to 8. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Get it.
Throwing here, Newton. Buying time to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So this one is over. A victory.